How to overcome fear and anxiety. Fear is definitely one of the strongest emotions that affect humans. Fear is a natural emotion and a survival mechanism that alerts us of the presence of danger or perceived threat. Fear can also be said to be some sort of sensation or perception that tells us something is different. This means that every one of us experiences fear, and our bodies respond in different ways, like sweating profusely, trembling, weak muscles, increased heart rate, feeling powerless, hopeless, frozen to a spot, dry mouth, dizziness, tense muscles, or experiencing high levels of adrenaline, which makes one extremely alert. These things happen because your body, sensing fear, prepares you for an emergency, making your blood flow quickly to your muscles, increases your blood sugar, and gives you the mental ability to immediately focus on what your body perceives as a threat. However, the real danger of threat of fear lies in its ability to play with our emotions and perception per time. Little wonder a situation you find scary might be far from scary to a friend or a family member. Anxiety is a form or description of fear that has to do with the thought or threat of something going wrong in the future, rather than in the present moment. Anxiety basically describes worry or persistent, nagging fear of something that you think might happen in the future. Fear and anxiety can last for a short period or persist much longer and get stuck to you. The implication of this is that it can take over your life, affecting your ability to concentrate on things, eat, sleep, move around, travel, or even enjoy all the things you'd love to enjoy about life. Eventually affecting your health and leading to emotional, mental, or physical crisis or trauma, and can even cause you to lose your self-confidence eventually, if not dealt with. In this video, we'll be sharing with you some tips on how to overcome fear and anxiety. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Number 1. Breathe through it. It is clearly impossible to think straight when fear hits, as your mind will definitely be colluded with panic and anxiety. Quicker, shallower breathing is often the first trigger when fear and anxiety strikes, and the first thing you want to do in a situation when you begin to notice those sweaty palms, fast heartbeat. Do not attempt to fight it. Just allow yourself to breathe through. Instead of trying to distract yourself from the panic, allow yourself feel the panic by breathing slowly and deeply. By controlling your breathing, you control all other forms of anxiety as well. And regardless of whatever tricks your imagination is playing you, purposely breathing in and in fact breathing out longer will make your body stay calm. Mindful breathing when faced with fear keeps you rooted in the present moment. This helps you feel the experience of fear without drowning in it. Note that you don't need to force the breath or forcefully control it. Just focus on what it feels like to breathe at that moment and observe the sensations in your body as they rise and fall. Eventually, fear let go because of your ability to stay calm. Practice mindful breathing and feel every sensation, including listening to the racing pulse of your heartbeat and the likes. Number 2. Prepare for it. As stated earlier, one of the symptoms of anxiety and fear is not being able to think clearly. And this happens because the emotional part of the brain drowns the thinking faculty in order to avoid any form of over-analysis that can stand in the way of immediate action, contrary to what the fear emotions would expect. Before you allow fear or anxiety of a thing or event to consume you and instigate nervous energy in you, a good strategy will be to help yourself prepare for that thing that you are worried about. For instance, say you are nervous about an upcoming appointment or event. First, take time to breathe through the thought. Next, you can prepare for the appointment by making certain arrangements that can help you feel better, like transportation, outfit, speech, and others, and better prepared towards the event. Your preparation will reduce or eradicate your fear. Number 3. Talk about your fears. Fear can cause us to feel disconnected from the rest of the world. Talking about what's bothering and scaring us can sometimes help us feel way better than we can imagine. However, be sure to find a trusted person like your partner, family, or friend to talk to. Just admitting to someone and owning up to something you are incredibly scared of can loosen the grip of fear on you. Our families and friends can actually help do a realistic assessment of the threat. With their support, we can feel more confident to face and tackle the situation. Besides, having a loved one close to you can make you feel calm and reduce our fight response to fear. Number 4. Confront your fear carefully. Avoiding and ignoring your fear will only make them scarier. As a matter of fact, anxiety problems tend to increase if left unvisited. But exposing yourself to your fear is a good way to overcoming your anxiety. Confronting the thing you are most frightened by can help you slowly but surely overcome the fear and anxiety. However, make sure this is done carefully in a controlled environment with people that you trust. Take small controlled actions that you are comfortable with and then proceed to bigger ones, bit by bit. For instance, if you are scared of a dog, start by staying in the same room with a dog confined to a corner of the room, probably locked up in its cage. Then you can proceed to sit in the same room with the dog, but this time around, not locked in the cage, but may be held close by its owner. Eventually, you can go ahead to hold the dog and perhaps play with it. However, try not to force it. Only do what's right at the moment and what you're comfortable with each step of the way. Bit by bit, you will soon overcome that fear and put it to rest. Number 5. Promote positive thinking. Fear resonates around negativity. It causes us to focus and remember negative happenings. Fear resonates around negativity. It causes us to focus and remember negative happenings, reinforcing some sense of loneliness in this scary world. But we can change that by learning to focus on the positive things around us, like focusing on our loved ones or anything else that brings us joy. Positive thinking broadens our perspective, giving us a wider view of things around. The more we practice positivity, the more it helps us build the resilience we need to function in difficult times. Number 6. Reward yourself. Finally, this is where you are allowed to give yourself a treat for being so courageous in facing your fears and taking steps, little as they may be, in overcoming them. Do whatever makes you happy. This is also a way of focusing on positivity, either getting a nice dish, a well-deserved massage, and any other thing that gets you feeling like a hero. This will make it easier for you to repeat all the aforementioned steps in overcoming any other fear and anxiety you may have. In the end, fear is sometimes just an illusion, and although we all get off one thing or the other at different points in our lives, learning to take full control of how we react to such fear and anxiety is the first step to overcoming it. In summary, practice mindfulness, sharing and confronting your fear, staying positive, and finally rewarding yourself are a few important ways to overcome fear and anxiety. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.